Super Shipbottom Antifouling Bottom Paint brings you this informative video to help you learn how to bottom paint a brand new boat. The first thing you want to do is establish the waterline, easily accomplished by putting it in the water, or you can refer to the manufacturer's instructions booklet. Using the best masking tape helps you remove it later on. Extended use is blue. Mold release wax is tough stuff. It helps the boat separate from the female mold, and they put a lot of this wax on the female mold before they spray it with gel coat. If they don't, they get a lot of damage to the mold, like shown here. To save time and some steps, we recommend that you lightly sand with a palm sander. You have to do the entire boat. You can't skip even 1 square inch. And as the palm sander is surfacing the gel coat, it is also helping to remove a little bit of the mold release wax, but it's not enough. It is very easy to see the sanded and the unsanded surface here. The shiny part hasn't been sanded, but the bottom is well surfaced. Next, the entire bottom should be washed with fresh water just to remove most of the sanding dust, but not all of the sanding dust, because the residue will let you see where you are dewaxing and help you get all of the wax off the boat. A good lacquer thinner should be used to remove the mold release wax. Use clean rags saturated with lacquer thinner to push the wax in one direction, down from the water line to the keel. This is a labor-intensive job, and you should use a lot of rags and a goodly amount of lacquer thinner. Just got to keep that wax moving ahead of you from the entire boat, from the water line to the keel. And once you have dewaxed the whole side of the boat, then you start working on the keel from the bow all the way back to the stern. Somewhere along that point you have to remove the entire wax, throw away the rags, and then you can start painting the boat. As an optional step, you can put on a tie coat between the sanded gel coat and Super Shipbottom. We don't think it's necessary, but a lot of dealers think that it helps the paint stick. It's the dealer's personal preference, and it can't hurt, but you can't rely on it to hold the paint on, because the tie coat will come off too if there is mold release wax present. They've done a good job with the tie coat. It's all over the boat except where the forks are, and I'll come back and get that later. The next step is shake that paint, pour it in a pan, and get ready to roll it on. Having the boat up this high makes it easy to get the paint on with a short nap roller, short handle, and 9-inch roller birdcage. The Super Shipbottom Navy Blue covers the yellow very well with just 1 coat. In salt water, it is recommended to put 2 coats on. The entire boat can be painted 1 coat in a matter of an hour and a half or 2 hours, but you must let the paint dry at least 4 hours in tropical weather and longer in northern climes. It will take about that long for the paint to cure completely. Now you must really be careful about the waterline, because that is where all the wear is, and most people put at least a second or a third on the waterline. Once the boat is on a different rack, the job of sanding, dewaxing, and painting goes pretty quickly. Well, we want to thank everyone at Compass Rose Marina for helping us out on this story. If there's any other questions, please call us at 1-800-466-7144 for Super Shipbottom or just Shipbottom paint, the paint that's great for big boats.